thing is I've trained to hit with two knuckles, and I'll be honest, that's because I train in karate. I started off in karate and I trained in karate, and I just felt for me that that was the best way to punch. It was the best way to punch, and it's always worked for me. It might have been because that's how I train, but I just found mechanically wise, everything, you know, if I was to do something, everything come, it just felt right. If you look at Tensho, if we look as I come through and doing Tensho Cat, everything just comes right. If you look at the movement, look at my wrist movement, just comes right. Now, just twist your hips. Just twist, that's it. Twist your hips. Now bring your hands up and just as if your elbows are going down there. Nice hips. Now try and copy me. Round. Now your hips are rotating round. But my foot is pointing forward. So my opponent, if he's in front of me, I just feel very comfortable. If I use you, you just stand with your feet together, okay? If I just, I've got like 3 places here, 7 places here. Instinctively, if I was to stand, I feel comfortable, just like that. That would be how I feel comfortable. So when I'm moving my hips, I'm doing that. You see it? Moving my hips. Okay? Circle it around. Yeah? Circle it around. 2 knuckles. Yeah. Circle it around. Okay. So what we're doing here is we're rotating the hip and it's coming out. I don't want you to do bang, bang, because I don't want you to train like that. Let me rephrase that. You can train however you like. You know, I've got that wrong. I apologise. That you can train however you like. It has nothing to do with it because we do whatever we want. But if from my experience and other people who disagree with me, I wouldn't train like that for street fighting. I would train like single shots, multiples of 3, correct body position, because it's all going to be on the body position, isn't it? Learn how each other's bodies work, and that's how I train. Do a little bit of that play fighting that I've indicated with you, and work really hard on the mechanics. Yeah. It's on the back of the ear, right? So I'm just letting the hips go through that way, and then this is a little exercise if you do. If I relax my body, hips going that way, and just, so what I'm trying to do is train my hips. Watch. 1, so I'm not even doing a shot, as if I'm grabbing. You see what's actually happening there? Yeah. I've sort of just gone to the wall, just walked up. Without no setup, can you see? Well, I've gone like this, hold it up again, walk in there, just play, okay, or just without no setup. So, with no stance, can you see? So that was a slap. It just comes up. I've got my left leg forward, it just comes up. Now, I don't want to dislocate you. Now, so if I come up, this is Chinese heavy hands, isn't it? I'm dropping my weight. So now, if you could do it up, just flick your hand in. And if you can relax your hand, that's what you do. And now, hands, is people say, where should your hands be? You know, when you're scrapping with somebody, your hands are wherever they're meant to be, aren't they? Because what you'll do, if you relax that, when you're scrapping, there's something you can do with each other. When you're scrapping with somebody, just start moving gently. These people just start grabbing. Can you see? That's what actually happens. Okay? So when you start practicing, just start playing and grabbing, just moving. Now, do it really gently. That's it. That's it. Just feel it. Oh, yeah. Now, he's fucking me up. But straight away, I'm now thinking how I can break through. But it's just playing a game. Okay? Then he might come and grab me around the waist. Right, now we're in for a fight. Now you start ramming in. Now we're banging away like that. And now we'll try and pull away, maybe try and strike it. Now that's it. This is all about fighting. Now, I felt that. Street fighting is about survival. And if you look at your survival as being the most important thing, well then you've got to look at it this way. If saying sorry to somebody saves you having a fight, and you can go home and have a nice cup of tea and eat your breakfast or whatever, right, then say sorry. That's the easiest thing in the world, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you.
Exactly, yeah.
Please accept my apologies,
Yeah.
I will never do that again.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it. Is that not self-defence? That is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely.
But if for argument's sake, you know, you're going to cop it,
Yeah.
and you've got a couple of people there, okay, and you're going to have, then you're going to have to take them out, and you've got to then be able to do that. And what comes with the power of the techniques is getting yourself into position to deliver them. Okay? And this is something I learned a long time ago at karate. It's quite funny, really, because I think karate becomes stylised, but real karate is really effective. Okay? If you look at that, one, so what I used to do is just turn, 2, 3, 4, right? And I used to practice this in karate, very, very rigid in karate. And yet, look at this. Right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? That's the same thing. So one step. 1 step. So, where's the stance in that? There is a stance, but there ain't a stance, is it?
It's just fleeting, isn't it?
That's right, it's fleeting. So, what I was doing is, with beginners, you have to sort of go rigidly, but suddenly there was a point when I started training thinking, there ain't no stance, is there? There's these movements that you're doing.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is have the situation. So what I was doing there, stepping, striking. People say about speed, right? Let's talk, what is speed, right? So you get a Wing Chun bloke and you'll stand here and go bang bang, or a karate bloke and they'll do 17 punches in half a second and they go, that's speed. That ain't speed, okay? Like you go to a yank and say, what's the quickest draw? And you'll stand there and you pull out a gun and you go, you know, because I used to do police pistol, go like that. Like that, they go, that's quick. Or you get the cowboy draws and they go bang, bang, right, quick. But actually the quickest draw, right, is if the gun's out the holster and it's pointed at you.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
That's the quickest draw.
Yeah.
And exactly the same. So it's not about how quick are you, and then you stand on a punch bag and do 30 punches in half a second. That's not quickness. Look, if I'm standing here looking at Paul, right, he's standing there. If I'm standing there and we're setting up, right, I'm slow. Yeah, I'm slow. I'm slow. This is slow, isn't it? Until I go, bang.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if we're talking about mathematics, okay, this axiom, you know, the shortest distance between A and B is a straight line.
That's right.
Yeah? So, you'll get people say, well, what you want to do is your hands in that position, that's the shortest distance. But what are you going to generate from that? Because if you look at what I've just gone through, what you're doing, Carl, what I've just gone through, that's street fighting, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah. It's impossible to point to us all this.
So the four basics that I do is hit the head,
Yeah.
use the hands,
Yeah.
hit first or by surprise,
Yeah.
and use as much violence and aggression as I can.
Yeah.
And that's what I base what I train
Right, and
on.
that is an all-out fight. And then
Yeah.
what then regulates us is society's controlling us, don't we?
Yeah.
We are controlled, aren't we? And then, so if you look at that, then you can split that and say, get yourself in position.
Yeah.
And if you look at what we've been going through, it's about getting yourself in position, you know, the delivery of what
Yeah.
you're doing. And then once you've got that, then that's it, isn't it,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.